This house is a downtown 3-story Victorian. The homeowners, Michael and Keith, did a reno maybe about 20 years ago. So it was time to make that shift and do something new. And I think the number one thing was to use all the rooms. They are really special clients. Every time we would have these conversations, it would be, we're going to be here forever. It's their forever home. We want to keep the bones of it, and that's what I like to do, but really put a little bit more of a modern spin on it, but still keep it classic. So Michael and Keith, it's all things Italian. A big inspiration for the house. That's where they travel every year. We wanted to have layered colors, stuff that would be classic over time. Everything just like a little moodier. We start in the living room. And interesting, when we first started this project, we debated these more open concept spaces versus enclosed spaces. And I actually find a lot of clients now want these enclosed rooms where it feels a little bit more intimate. There's a lot of ornate detail. In every room, the flooring is a different pattern, massive plaster moldings. We did an old fireplace and put in really specific minimal key furnishings, again, Italian, just to downplay that. And again, it's almost like furniture kind of becomes more like objects in the space. When you first walk into this house, we actually opened up the stairwell, and it has the traditional staircase, which was actually removed, restored, put back in place with all of the floor levels. And I think as you kind of wrap around the corner and then into the dining room and kitchen, I think, it's that wow factor. Anyone that comes through here, they just can't believe the space. We have this little secret powder room, so you got to kind of be in the know. As you walk by, we have this whole wood facade, and it has like a little hidden handle. So it's like this little gem, and it's amazing because the clients always keep the music on in the space. And when you go in, all of the walls are clad, everything, it feels like this little nightclub powder room. So it's fun in there. In the dining room, originally the house with the party wall, red brick, traditional, beautiful. And then we were looking at recladding it because we wanted to take the length of the house. But even if something looked real, everything had to be authentic. So real brick, 2 different colors. We also wanted to do like a massive over-the-top gold mirror, right? To give it that contrast against the rough texture. We tucked it in behind the sideboard. We didn't do a traditional carpet under the table. Instead, we decided to do a runner. Lighting for both Keith and Michael, that's like number one. Those first conversations were low-level lighting. And I think the whole key to this house was balancing all of these different light fixtures. The dining light fixture, every time I come into this space, I just love it. And to be here at night, the house is just spectacular. With the kitchen, they wanted the feeling of the outdoors in. We did a renovation in the back, opening that up, relocating the stairs, going down to the mudroom, and just having it as this whole expanse of glass. When, we kind of go through and take a look at the stairs, we did these custom laser cut metal stairs to look true to what would be like brownstones in New York that you'd find on the exteriors. We did different mixes of bricks, so it is real, even down to how they mortared it. When you would remove lath and plaster, the brick usually looked like a mess in behind, so we tried to achieve it so everything, didn't look perfect. The kitchen is so used, it's where everyone hangs out. You can have 20 people in this kitchen and it feels like nothing. The kitchen is dark, very bold and against the white, which has very soft veining. Everything is honed, and then that back counter is dark just to really ground it. We had this whole discussion about, we didn't want a hood because we just wanted this whole backsplash to be really simple and clean, just the beautiful marble. But we just decided, okay, in case they ever do sell this house, we're going to put a hood in. So strategically, the induction cooktop, we just put a downdraft beside that. On the island, we did a marble, and again, very, very soft. We had looked at some different marbles that had like a little bit more veining, but it's always these conversations of, am I gonna like this today, 5 years, 10 years? So something that would have longevity to it, everything looks better with age. All of these little details in the kitchen, Fords and Lomax, all of their switches, just those special little touches throughout the house. We have these big plaster ceiling medallions, and love the one in the kitchen. It's got this big chunky fruit around it. And then we did just this beautiful, really modern linear light. And that was almost the last piece. We looked at a lot of different light fixtures, and as soon as I saw that, I'm like, that's it. The principal bedroom, again, Michael and Keith, not a lot of images, it was just more conversation. So something that was elegant, had some character to it. We did a beautiful emerald green Moroccan tile, wallpaper, this cool cloud. It's kind of soft, but just gives it a little something in there. Really modern furniture, classic Eames chair, and we also did the same flooring up in the bedroom, and no carpets. We wanted the floor to really be the feature. The principal ensuite, beautiful Carrara luxe marble. We did that floor, walls, where we can, kind of designed to keep the toilet out of sight. So we built this very cool medicine cabinet, metal with ribbed glass in there as well, just to distort what's going on the inside. A freestanding bathtub, shower we did with the divisions as well. It's just a beautiful space in there. Every time I walk through this house, it is impeccable. He leaves it perfect. And we always joke back and forth because sometimes I'll move something and most clients, they wouldn't notice. I do a little shuffle and he picks up on everything that I straighten when I'm here.